Mr. Vishwajit, please tell us a setback. Would you look at it after the Supreme Court has now slammed the West Bengal government, saying that the state has a history of violence? Central forces indeed will be deployed.
You see, it's a question of Supreme Court's order. When it's the order of the Honorable Apex Court, everybody has to comply with this particular order. We have got nothing to say so far as the Supreme Court's order is concerned. But we have something to say. That is, you see, the combined opposition led by BJP, that is BJP, ISF, Congress, CPIM, all these parties have come together against All India Trinamool Congress. And they think that central force can just sail them through. But they are living in a fool's paradise, because they must understand it is not the court, it is the people's court which will decide finally. And the people's court had earlier also decided in favor of All India Trinamool Congress. We have seen in 2021 that in spite of all the endeavor on behalf of the BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party, and the other opposition parties, it was only Mamata Banerjee who was finally given the mandate by the people of Bengal, and BJP and the other opposition parties were thrown away from Bengal.
Despite the mandate being given, one would assume that law and order would be a subject that you could handle better than what you are. West Bengal violence, this poll violence that's being reported for the last 1 month, isn't really showing the state government in good light. If you've had such a majority win, you're supposed to be in control of at least the most basic law and order in the state. This can't be an anarchy-like situation, can it?
Let me reply to you on the law and order matter. You know, in the entire state, there are only 2 districts where these situations have happened. One is South 24 Parganas. The entire incidents, whatever incidents happen in South 24 Parganas, it is the ISF which is completely responsible for this. And ISF is totally backed by BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party, in this particular area. And the other is Chopra. These are the 2 places where some incidents have occurred. Otherwise, entire state is very peaceful. And these 2 parts, you see, opposition parties led by BJP and ISF, they have perpetrated the entire violence, so that the blame can be shifted on the shoulder of the All India Trinamool Congress, and All India Trinamool Congress can be fixed up for this particular violence.
Mr. Dave, if you are very well aware of vulnerable areas like you mentioned, why not deploy additional forces there? If you're saying the BJP has instigated, Mamata Banerjee very recently has admitted that you have retaliated. In response, even TMC has indulged in violence.
If they continuously throw stones, you can't expect that our people will throw flowers. But at least they are the perpetrators, that you should admit, that they have instigated the violence, they have started the violence, and they have planned this violence in a very pre-planned manner, so that ultimately the blame can be shifted in the shoulders of the All India Trinamool Congress. And this is exactly what they have done to ensure that there is a total lawlessness.
Final word, Mr. Dev, final word from you. Why do you resist the central forces? Additional security should be helpful, isn't it?
You see, no question of resisting. You see, our police, our state police, our CID, our state police force, they are very much competent enough to handle the situation. You see what happened? Central force was there in 2013 also. What happened? 39 people died. Central force was there in Manipur. What is happening in Manipur? You can see 150 people have died. Even the bungalow of the central minister has been burnt down to ashes. Leaders of BJP are not spared. Total lawlessness. Where is the additional central force there? Army should be deployed there. President's rule should be imposed there. Why not? Because it is a BJP rule state. Everybody is seeing violence in Bengal. But see the other states, what is happening? Here in Bengal, under Mamata Banerjee, the entire 12 years rule, we have ensured that all people can work together here. 100% nominations have been filed by each and every opposition party. If there had been violence, how can the nomination have been filed? In Tripura in the panchayat polls, at least 80% seats went uncontested. Where were the central forces at that particular time? No central force, because it is a BJP rule state. So you can very well understand the entire situation, why the target is All India Trinamool Congress. Because Mamata Banerjee is the only leader who has emerged as an alternative to Narendra Modi now. So she has to be stopped.
All right.
The entire
Mr. Dev, thank you very much for joining us and sharing your opinions there. Of course, the TMC now, on one hand saying we accept the Supreme Court's order, on the other claiming that this is the ploy of the BJP using central forces. This is what they strongly believe, but nonetheless, 8th of July is when the panchayat polls will be taking place. Central forces will be deployed. We're really hoping that violence is under control until then.